What's up, guys? Matt from autogrow.co. It's Tuesday, which means we have another great article, great in-depth article for you. This time we're covering Facebook and its recent announced changes by Mark Zuckerberg, where he said that they're going to be changing their algorithm yet again as when it comes to how pages, your business page on Facebook, and your ability to reach your customers and people who are fans and who have liked your page and what does that mean for you? How do you adapt? And we got all the research and interesting quotes from some really great experts who are on the front lines. So let's jump into it. I got some Pixar clouds here behind me, so there's no better time to be talking about this. Let's jump into it. All right, so the big headline today is that Zuckerberg has announced this major change to how the news feed works on Facebook. They're going to be showing more posts from friends and family to users who are on the platform, and they're going to be showing less and less, in this case significantly less, for Facebook pages. Now, this is a reflection of a trend that's been going on for a while, and in part, this may be a reaction to recent stats that show that traffic for the first time on Facebook in the United States has dropped for the first time ever in the month of, I believe it was December or January. So this may be a reaction to that, and they may be doing this as a proactive step to try to make sure people don't abandon the platform in favor of all other more niche platforms like perhaps Snapchat, for instance. And this, again, is just a reflection of an ongoing trend, and I have three key points that I want to give you, and I encourage you to read the article in full because there are some really useful other questions that we answer that I'm not going to cover in this video, as you'll see, and some tips from key experts other than myself. So the first key takeaway from this news story is that you should not trust Facebook as a marketer, nor should you assume that you'll be able to get free traffic from them in the future, even if you are now. Now, this is just because they have been communicating for a while now that the page reach has been going down and will continue to go down, but it still feels like a bit of a bait and switch situation. And that's understandable because there are many marketers, many brands out there who have spent millions and millions of dollars to acquire Facebook fans, only to be told, well, actually, in order to reach those fans, you can reach them, but now you have to pay again in order to do that. And you're going to have to pay more and more over time as more advertisers compete, for that reach on Facebook. And right now, it's still very affordable, but in general, don't trust Facebook. And even if you're using it and you're doing pretty well with organic reach through your Facebook page, you shouldn't assume that that will be the case going forward, all right? So you should always have a plan B backup just in case Facebook is driving a lot of traffic for you. That may not be the case forever. And even, I believe, some of the people watching this video, that has already been the case. They've already seen a drop in their traffic as a result of this. The second key point that I want you to walk away from this video and from this article with is, if you are cool with Facebook being basically a pay-for-play advertising channel rather than a strictly organic marketing channel, then fine, stick with it. There's really no problem with that at all. But there are usually two sets of digital marketers out there, and usually fall into one camp or the other. I would put myself into the camp of someone who is focused on growing my business and my brand organically. And that's just kind of a pride thing, I think, for the moment. I'm willing to change that in the future and be open to paid channels later on. But as far as what I'm interested in and what I see the best results from, and where all of my experience has been, it's been with organic. So I'm going to stick with that. And we will probably transition off of Facebook at some point. However, if you are fine with the pay-for-play model and in general just paid advertising being the fuel that propels your sales funnel, then this should be really no big deal for you. And there are examples like Blitz Media that we mention in the article. Let me talk about them more in depth. So for example, here, Dennis Yu, we quoted in the article, Um, his companies specializes in this. They have training, and they show specifically how they're getting plenty of reach, both organically and with just a little bit of money mixed in there for just $1 a day. They show you how to do that. So that's working for them. But for us here at AutoGrow, we're just going to look at it as primarily a social proof benefit for the foreseeable future. We're going to still experiment with it, see where it goes, but we're not going to trust it, and we're going to assume that we'll be moving off of it completely, at least at some point. The third key point is that if your focus is on strictly organic methods, as I told you, then you may want to experiment with it. And if it doesn't work out, ditch it for greener pastures, namely Instagram, Pinterest, or other niche networks or organic distribution channels that are out there. Maybe you just want to double down on something that's already working really well, like maybe Google and SEO, for instance. But again, the main thing here is that you have to kind of go with what your focus is as a marketer. Are you strictly organic? Are you going with the paid model where you're paying for ads that are going to fund and fuel your funnel? All right. And let me know in the comments after you go through the article in a bit more depth. Again, there's some really great insights and quotes here that I'm not going to cover in this article. For example, Brian Fanzo of iSocialFans, he really gives a real down-to-earth answer that I really appreciated to our question, which is that he sees as the end of free marketing on Facebook. Now, I'm not that dramatic about it because I see other people still getting results organically, and I believe that there's still an opportunity. But there's really a question of whether or not, if you are, for example, posting pictures and there's no links, then great, that could grow your Facebook audience and grow your likes and fans because you're getting more reach naturally. We see 3 to 5 times more reach when we post just images, all right? But when we go ahead and post a link that we want to drive people to our site with, is that reach going to grow proportionally to our audience, or is it just going to be like ultimately a flat line type of reach where there's almost no reach and it's really just not even worth the effort? So that's something worth experimenting with still at this point. But read the article and leave a comment. Let me know, has this change affected your Facebook page and your traffic yet? What are you doing to adapt to it? And which tip here have you found to be the most useful? All right, so leave a comment. And if you want to never miss another in-depth article like this on our blog, we send out a weekly newsletter with it once per week every Tuesday. We also have Matt Hacks, where I give you actionable tips to help you be more marketing awesome and in general accelerate your funnel on the internet in terms of driving leads and driving sales. So if you never want to miss another video, subscribe on YouTube and put in your email address. There's also a link directly below this video so you can go ahead and do that as well. All right, so till next time, my name is Matt Ackerson, founder of AutoGrow.co, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.